Hi, I'm Marcus Overman. Welcome to the ILIAD 53F official walkthrough tour. Standing on the back of the swim platform here, you really get a sense for how big this boat is. She really sits quite high off the water. We've got 5 steps from the swim platform up to the cockpit, for example, and the bridge deck clearance is huge for a boat of this size. So there's 900 mil, 2.5 feet, just under 3 foot of bridge deck clearance, which is the most in her class. That's why she is the best boat in offshore conditions. This is a hydraulic swim platform, which is an option. The boat comes standard with a lifting frame, an electric lifting frame, to lift up a lightweight tender up to 200 kilos. This hydraulic platform system will lift up to 450 kilos. And as you can see, this is halfway down, so it extends out away from the boat, and then it goes down, submerged in the water, down about 1.5 foot. You can fit as long a tender as you like. It doesn't matter if it hangs off the edge of the platform a little bit, because when it comes up, then it comes in and locks in position. The hydraulic tender platform can be operated 2 ways, here locally at the buttons, or with this remote. On the starboard swim platform here we have the swim ladder, which pulls out in this cassette. So a good sturdy ladder with handrails, and obviously your hot and cold transom shower here on the starboard side also. Coming up from the swim platform onto the main deck, you've got the standard sturdy cockpit gates which lock into position. Notice the big deck hardware on this boat. Big bollards here, big fair lead for tying up, rope lockers for stowing away the ropes, keeping it nice and neat on the main deck. Engine room hatches are here in the cockpit, either side. We'll come back to them a little bit later. Moving from the cockpit forward, we come to these nice wide side decks. So there's 700 mil, 27 inches wide. Immediately you've got your fuel filler here. So the boat comes standard with 3,500 litres or 925 US gallons of fuel. Fuel filler one either side. These handrails are 800 mil off the deck, which is 31 inches. Up here on the superstructure there's a nice sturdy handrail, so you've got good safety all the way along. Speaking of safety, notice these big high bulwarks that sit 30 centimetres or a foot off the deck. These are great and add to the overall look of the boat from the exterior, but also as a person on board it gives you a real feeling of safety and, you know, being secure when walking up and down and around the decks. Again, here on the foredeck you also have a nice sense of being nice and safe and secure thanks to these high bulwarks, and the one running across the bow obviously acts as a little bit of protection from green water and spray coming over the boat when you're underway. The C-shaped seating here is really nice. It's raised off the deck, which gives 2 options. One is for extra storage underneath. So in here you've got a huge amount of storage, good for fenders, lines, hoses, and under the floor panels underneath we've got access to the grey and black water tanks. It's important to note that these are designed specifically in this location in case there's any issues with the black water It doesn't affect any of the accommodation. It's all enclosed and looked after in this space. In the large anchor locker here, you've got access to the grey and black water tanks. The quick windlass, 24 volt windlass, 1500 watt. The boat comes standard with 60 meters or 200 feet of stainless chain. But as you can see from the space available in the anchor well, you could fit 3 times that amount if you wanted to. Up and down foot switches are located here on the bulwark, again with controls at the Flybridge helm as well. Not to forget, if you were to fit a remote docking system to this boat, which a lot of our owners do, then you have a third operation for the anchor windlass there. Here on the starboard side bow locker we have the bow thruster. Same amount of space as in the other side, but the bow thruster here is under the floor. It's a big powerful bow thruster just on the one side, but it's plenty for a boat of this size. 2/3 of this Flybridge deck is covered by this beautiful hardtop, which comes standard with each boat. Optional is 1.6 kilowatts of solar and any telecommunications gear that you want fitted to the boat. Under the hardtop roof, we've got this beautiful C-shaped lounge here with the dining table, which folds up when not in use. And when it's extended, you've got dining for 8 to 10 people. The large wet bar here is standard and comes with storage lockers here, and this will be where the ice maker is fitted if chosen. This is a standard 100-litre drinks fridge, and again further storage under the barbecue grill here. Here we have the optional electric grill, which we can also fit with a gas model if you wish. A nice feature of this Flybridge seating area is this removable backrest. So when you're dining, you have it in place, but when you want a bit more lounge atmosphere, you can remove that. It gets stored under the cushion here, and this becomes a nice big daybed. Flybridge version comes standard with 2 helms, lower and upper helm. The upper helm here is very well laid out. It can accommodate 2 19-inch plotters. These are 16 inches. Great visibility to the foredeck and the bows. You can see down to the starboard swim platform. You've got wireless chargers here, autopilot, the Optimus electric steering system, which is fantastic. Interceptors if chosen, VHF, bow thruster and engine controls along with engine diagnostics. Not to forget the anchor control, so you've got your chain counter and up and down that can be operated from this helm, and obviously out there on the foredeck as well. It comes equipped standard with this really comfortable long range Bezanzoni pilot seat. Fantastic for long trips, which is what this boat's been designed for. Entering the spacious cockpit, the first thing you notice is you've got great protection from the elements, from the overhang of the superstructure here. So you're very well protected seating here. One of the main features of the cockpit is the dining table. So this is in the extended position. It folds up when you're not using it, and you can seat up to 10 people in this position. Under the Flybridge stairs here, you've got massive amount of space. So this is a complete empty void. As standard, it just is a big storage locker. Goes all the way out to here and then up. So you can use it in various ways. One option is also to fit a double door drinks fridge here in the cockpit. Again, an example of the hidden storage spaces on board the ILIAD 53. We've got these big floor hatches here which go deep about 3 foot cubed, both one either side in the floor. Over here on the port side, we've got further storage. This is a great place for tools or things you want to grab quickly. Power point here next to the cockpit bar, And then these are your emergency fuel shut-off valves. And then a further storage locker with a rubbish bin just here under the cockpit bar. It's worth mentioning that all the 53s come standard with this synthetic teak fitted turret. You can change the colour and you can change the caulking colour, but it really is a fantastic product, and it comes standard in the cockpit, down the bathing steps, onto the swim platform at the back. The cockpit bar here is a perfect place to possibly design a couple of fixed bar stools, which would be a really nice breakfast coffee bar, or in the afternoon a cocktail. And if once we open up these sliding windows, you can really get a sense of the indoor-outdoor living, which is a trademark of the ILIAD design. One of the real highlights of the ILIAD 53 is this wonderful open plan galley. You've got, for long range cruising, which is what the ILIADs are designed for, you've got this big double door integrated fridge with large freezer drawer here, 415 litres in total. You've got great countertop bench space for serving and preparing food, 4-burner induction stovetop, oven, microwave and optional dishwasher. Another nice feature of this galley is there's a little bit of separation here. So if you're sitting in the cockpit and you want to come and grab a cold drink, you can just come around the corner, grab it from the 70 litre drinks fridge here. If you want to get a snack, you go straight to the fridge without interrupting anyone who's working or preparing food in the galley. So you've got this nice little separation between the two areas. Key feature of any passage making vessel is storage, which this galley has an abundance of. From the overhead lockers to these pull-out drawers behind the induction stovetop. You've got drawer space, glass space, big lockers here next to the dishwasher, and glassware storage in these 3 drawers next to the drinks fridge. Just inside the main deck saloon on the starboard side is this handy little dinette table, which becomes a really quite social area of the boat. You can be sitting here chatting to somebody who's working in the galley. You can pull out your computer, do a bit of work if you need. It folds up to create some space in this area if you need. It's got these handy little stools underneath which store away under the table, and so you could sit 6 people here for lunch if you needed to. Just after the dinette table here on the starboard side of the saloon is the main switchboard panel. So from the top you've got the Victron touchscreen monitoring system where you can see all the power coming in and out, including solar. Generator start and stop. The aircon controls and indicators. Here are all your main battery switches. Bilge pumps with alarms indicated. And then here you have your 12 volt breakers and the 24 volt breakers. The ILIAD 53 primarily has a 24 volt house system. So this is all your lights, your pumps, your toilets, etc. But then there's also a few switches on the 12 volt circuit, such as electronics and entertainment systems. Under the main saloon floor here there's excellent storage in these deep bilges. The first couple of compartments have technical areas in them. So the first one, as soon as you walk in the saloon door, is the house bank. So this is the Victron 600 amp at 24 volt lithium house bank, which comes as standard with each boat. Moving forward, we have this area here which is full of chargers, regulators and main breakers for the electrical system. And then in the center of the boat here, this is just purely all storage. So it's a really deep locker, goes down about 3 foot. And in addition, moving forward under the saloon lounge, under the carpet, there's 2 more of these massive storage spaces, which is really handy again for passage making. Moving forward into the saloon lounge, there's a small step up, and the benefit from that is better visibility when you're sitting down at the lounge looking out these huge glass windows. The main seating of the saloon is this lovely L-shaped sofa here. You've got this movable Coffee table with ottomans stored underneath. So combined with the two-person sofa here on the starboard side, you've got seating for up to 9 people. The 50-inch smart TV pops up here on an electric lifter, and in this section of the sofa there's storage under there, and below that is the water tanks, which are 800 litres or 210 US gallons. The water deck filler is just outside this window behind the sunbeds. One of the features of the ILIAD 53 range is this centre opening forward window, which is great for a couple of reasons. Primarily it gives great ventilation through the main deck saloon when you're at anchor or when you're running at slow speeds, but also offers great communication between the helmsman and your partner on the foredeck during anchoring or picking up a mooring, for example. One of the features of the 53 Flybridge is the dual helms. This lower helm is really well positioned, great visibility. It's very social to the rest of the boat, so you can be down here driving the boat and in the conversation with everybody else on board. This area of the boat is air conditioned through these ports here on the dash. Again, you can fit two 19-inch plotters here on the dashboard and all the same controls that you've got up on the Flybridge. Now let's check out the accommodation and we'll go down to the master cabin. The ILIAD 53s have dedicated owner suite on the starboard side. So you can shut the door here for complete privacy. You've got this beautiful full walk around queen size bed looking straight out to these huge big hull windows with a porthole and a deck hatch for ventilation. You've got drawers on either side of the bed for extra storage, and under the mattress again you've got a big storage section in the middle, which is great for luggage and bulky items, blankets, etc. On the back wall of the owner's suite you've got full wardrobe with 2 hanging locker spaces, his and her hanging locker spaces, and then this one is designed with shelves where we can do whatever you wish, and then these 2 lockers here, also great storage. Not to mention the 2 drawers on either side of the bedside tables. As we move forward in the owner's suite, behind the cabin door here you've got 3 drawers, nice tabletop, beautiful bookshelves, a nice little sofa and a make-up vanity desk which looks out the nice big hull window there. Further storage on this side. So as you can see, a feature of this boat is the amount of storage on board. For extended cruising there's hidey holes all over the boat that you can find places to store and keep your gear. Moving forward we step into the master ensuite, which is very large. It's got a huge shower at the front, nice big hull windows, 3 hull windows in this part of the boat, a deck hatch here for ventilation again, freshwater flush toilet, storage locker under here for towels, etc. Double sink, nice big 2 vanities with access to technical space behind. On the port side of the boat we have 2 guest cabins fore and aft with 2 en-suites and a washer dryer in the foyer. So here we are in the port aft guest cabin with a twin bed arrangement. So you can see it's really quite wide, you've got good headroom, you've got great storage underneath both beds, and these are proper single size beds you would get in a house. These are not tiny little boat berths. So we can actually do a couple of different variations in this cabin. We could have a similar walk around bed that we have in the master cabin, for example. In the ensuite we have really nice good sized separate shower, again freshwater electric flush toilets, and a nice big hull window with an opening port light. Forward cabin on the port side has a great added feature with an extra single bed as well as a double bed. Great idea for when the grandkids are staying or there's an extra family on board and we're not using that single bed, you can just use it for extra storage. Features of this forward cabin: a nice big hull window with an opening port light, deck hatch above, ensuite and really large hanging locker space. Thanks for joining me on the tour of this impressive ILIAD 53F. If you would like any more information, please go to our website at iliadcatamarans.com.